Chapter 26 Whispers of the Forgotten. In the quiet dawn, Johan, Tara, and Kabir gather in the guest house library surrounded by maps, old records, and photographs. Johan studies them intently, searching for clues about the mysterious woman. Arvind, Johan's contact, had unlocked ancient archives, hoping to shed light on the past. Johan points to a yellowed newspaper clipping. Here, from 60 years ago, a woman named Radhika disappeared near this forest edge. Kabir peers at the grainy photo of a young woman with piercing eyes and long hair. What happened to her? Johan reads aloud. Radhika Devi, a healer from the nearby village, was last seen entering the forest at twilight. Locals say she was visiting a sacred site for a ritual. Her disappearance remains unsolved, with whispers of curses and unholy disturbances. Many avoid the forest after dark. Tara whispers, staring at the photo, a healer? Why would she disappear? Johan ponders. Maybe she was trying to bind or release something. He shows a hand-drawn map of old forest trails, highlighting an abandoned shrine deep inside. Arvind speaks softly. That shrine hasn't been visited in years. It's overgrown and considered cursed by villagers. Tara looks at Johan. That's where we need to go. Johan nods reluctantly. If this spirit is tied to that place, it might hold the answers. That afternoon, they prepare for the trek. Arvind insists on coming for safety. Kabir skips school happily. Johan packs paranormal tools, EMF meters, sage, thermal cameras, and a small iron pendant to ward off negativity. As the sun sets, they follow a narrow trail beneath a thick canopy. The deeper they go, the heavier the air feels. Silence surrounds them, broken only by leaves crunching and Johan's EMF meter humming. After an hour, they reach a clearing with an ancient moss-covered stone shrine. The temperature drops, and Tara senses the presence. She is close. Johan's meter crackles wildly. She's here, he whispers. A gust of wind howls, and shadows twist unnaturally on the shrine walls. Tara hears a faint whisper, "Help me." Find the truth. Her heart races. She's calling us. She wants us to find the truth. Arvind kneels at the shrine's base, brushing away moss to reveal a worn stone plaque with inscriptions in an old dialect. It's in an ancient language, Johan says, crouching. But I can make out a few words: curse, bound spirit. Tara's skin prickles. She was betrayed. That's why she's trapped here. Johan nods grimly. Something terrible happened, something no one uncovered. If we don't help her, this haunting will worsen. Shadows deepen, and the spirit's presence intensifies, swirling with sorrow and anger. Johan, Arvind says urgently, do it quickly. Johan lights sage and begins murmuring softly. The wind roars louder, and Kabir clings to Tara, pale with fear. Stay calm, Johan commands. She's here, but we must let her show us the truth. Tara, can you speak to her? Tara steps forward, voice trembling but clear. Radhika, what happened to you? Show us. For a moment, nothing happens. Then the world shifts. Shadows ripple, and the clearing darkens. Images flicker, villagers surrounding a shrine, shouting accusations. Radhika, the healer, stands in the center, her hands raised defensively. Witch! Cursed woman! You brought misfortune, they cry. The villagers push her into the shrine, sealing her inside. Her screams echo, raw and heart-wrenching. Silence falls. Tara blinks, pale. They trapped her out of fear, she whispers. Tears fill her eyes. She wasn't evil. She was trying to help, misunderstood. Tara realizes Radhika isn't here to harm. She's reaching out for help. Mrs. Kapoor's thirst for power, fueled by hatred for Kintale, risks destroying Radhika's chance at peace. The good witch has been silenced for years, but she's chosen Tara and her friends to uncover the truth. Johan stands firm. We have to free her. Tomorrow, we perform a ritual to undo this. Tara nods, her voice steady. We'll help you. Chapter 27 Radhika. In the darkness of the jungle, whispers of wind and rustling leaves create an eerie silence. Johan kneels on a stone platform, candles, salts, and a tuning rod in hand. Her presence is strong. We must break Mrs. Kapoor's hold before the witch moves on. Tara's heart pounds as Radhika's soft, desperate voice guides her. Tara, help me before she uses me to destroy. Everyone stay close. Arvind commands, eyes sharp. Kabir clutches his flashlight tightly. Johan begins his ritual, placing candles in a circle. Radhika, if you can hear us, step forward, he calls. The air chills, flames flicker violently. Tara grips Kabir's hand. Suddenly, a faint shimmer appears, a pleading woman's outline. She's here, Johan whispers. The ground trembles as a dark mist rises, Mrs. Kapoor's spell. She's fighting back. Johan yells. Courage surges in Tara. Radhika, you're free. Mrs. Kapoor doesn't own you. She shouts, her words echoing through the jungle. Kabir throws the protection amulet into the circle. The mist screeches and shatters. Radhika's face appears, serene, tears shining. Thank you, she whispers. The wind calms, and Radhika's form glows softly, lifted by moonlight. Tara's chest swells with warmth as Radhika's spirit ascends, finally at peace. Her spirit's free, Johan says gently. Arvind nods, proud. You did it. The jungle feels alive again, renewed. An owl hoots in the distance, marking the end of darkness. Together, they walk back along the path. The jungle falls silent once more, but Tara knows they've lightened its burden. Radhika's story is complete, and Mrs. Kapoor's darkness won't stay hidden for long. Chapter 28 Torture. Air in the Deshmukh household feels different today. A triumphant warmth fills the space as Tara, Kabir, and Johan sit together on the balcony, celebrating their victory. Radhika is finally free. Who would have thought Mrs. Kapoor was holding her captive? Kabir says, stretching his legs out. Tara nods, her sharp eyes still searching the horizon. We did it together. Radhika is at peace now. Johan adjusts his cap and leans back. But this isn't over yet. Something tells me Mrs. Kapoor's connection to Kintale runs much deeper. Inside Mrs. Nirmala Kapoor's house, silence hangs heavy. Nirmala sits in her bedroom, shadows clinging to the walls. All doors and windows are sealed tight. Curtains drawn, yet the room feels darker than outside. A faint hum fills the air, a whisper, a pulse. It's him. Kintale. Her hands tremble as she grips the table edge. Leave me alone, she whispers hoarsely. But visions flood her mind, waves crashing over her, pulling her under a storm of grief. She sees her elder son, standing calmly in the living room. Kintale's cruel laughter echoes. Run, Arav, she screams. Arav stands still, shadows calling around him like snakes until he turns to dust carried by the wine. Nirmala watches helplessly as he vanishes. Kintale, what have you done? She shrieks. The demon appears, his grotesque form towering over her fading sun. I gave him peace, Kintale whispers mockingly. Her second son, Kunal, appears, a bright boy who loved to paint. Nirmala sees him crouched in his room, clutching his knees. Walls drip black, tar-like liquid. No, 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 she sobs. Kintale emerges again, crouching beside Kunal, his monstrous fingers tracing the boy's face. He was so easy to break. A soft soul. I whispered fears until they consumed him. Kunal's face is pale, eyes vacant. He opens his mouth to scream, but no sound comes. Nirmala screams too, but no voice escapes. Now, her husband Rohit appears, once proud, now broken, lying in a pool of blood. Kintale hovers over him, a jagged smile on his face. Did you think you could escape me, Nirmala? He hisses. I took your sons, and I took him, too. Rohit looks up with hollow eyes, mouthing, Save me, before vanishing. The visions fade, leaving Nirmala gasping. The room feels smaller, walls closing in. Kintale's voice echoes everywhere. You brought this on yourself, Nirmala Kapoor. You let me grow stronger. You fed on your fears and anger. You belong to me. She covers her ears, tears streaming. No, I didn't know you'd do this to them. She crumples to the floor, clutching her chest, grief overwhelming her. Her sons, her husband, smiling, calling her, fading into smoke when she reaches for them. Kintale's laughter shakes the house. You will suffer their loss. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, she whispers, voice cracking. Kintale watches, satisfied, his dark form lingering beyond her sight. You are mine, foolish woman, he breathes. And I'm not alone. I have many souls enslaved and more to come. Playing these games with you is so much fun. Ha ha ha, shadows fill the room. She knows it's true. Nirmala steps onto the balcony to breathe, exhausted, leaning on the railing. Tara and Kabir stand nearby, looking up. She is suffering, Tara says softly, brows furrowed. Kabir shivers. It's not fair. She's done terrible things, but no one deserves this. His face grim. Kintale is punishing her. He's feeding on her pain. The more she breaks, the stronger he gets. Tara nods. Yes, you're right. We have to stop him before it's too late. They turn back to her flat's balcony. A distant wail pierces the air, raw, broken, desperate. Chapter 29 Persuasion. In a dimly lit guest house, Johan, Chaitali, Tara, Kabir, and Arvind gather around a creaking wooden table, their faces tense with purpose. Johan leans forward, his sharp blue eyes scanning the room. We can't wait any longer. Mrs. Kapoor's dark magic is not only harming Kintale but dangerous for her too. The energy she's playing with doesn't discriminate. Tara fidgets, worried. But she's terrifying. What if she curses us? Chaitali speaks calmly. That's why we must approach her carefully. Fear only empowers her. We need strength and compassion. Pushing her could backfire. Kabir adjusts his glasses. How do we even talk to her? She won't listen to strangers. She will, Johan replies. I've spoken to her before. People like her thrive on control and fear. But understanding can reach her. Arvind, shadowed by the window, warns confronting her at her home might provoke her. No, Chaitali counters. Her home is where she feels most powerful. Catching her off guard, late evening, when her energy peaks but vulnerability rises, that's our chance. Tara brightens. Can I bring my cat? He senses danger and might warn us. Johan chuckles. Good idea. His intuition could help. Arvind nods. It's settled. Tomorrow evening, we meet her. Be ready for anything. The group disperses, burdened but determined. The next evening, they approach Mrs. Kapoor's flat. The air feels heavy, almost alive. Johan knocks. Silence, then the door creaks open on its own, revealing flickering candles and shadows. Mrs. Kapoor sits among jars, herbs, and an open book. She looks up sharply. What do you want? She asks coldly. Johan steps forward. Mrs. Kapoor, we need to talk. May we come in? She dismisses them. If you must. But don't waste my time. Inside, the room smells of burnt herbs and metal. Tara and Kabir sit nervously. Johan stands tall. We know you've been practicing dark magic against Kintale. We understand why. Mrs. Kapoor smirks. He deserves it. He destroyed my family. We know you're hurt, Chaitali says softly. But this path will only bring more pain to you and others. Her eyes flash. Don't lecture me. He ruined my life. Why shouldn't I make him suffer? Tara gently says, because it's hurting you too. You look exhausted. Mrs. Kapoor glares but stays silent. Chaitali leans in. These dark forces you invoke, they don't give, they take. They'll consume you. Is that what you want? She hesitates, then laughs bitterly. I don't care about myself. I just want him to pay. Chaitali softens. The darkness you've invited feeds on you, not just Kintale. Tara steps forward, placing her hand on Mrs. Kapoor's arm. We want to help. Please, let us. Mrs. Kapoor looks stone but pulls away. Leave, she commands sharply. I don't need your help. Johan tries to speak. Mrs. Kapoor, but she cuts him off. Leave, she shouts. The group files out, Tara glancing back. Mrs. Kapoor stands alone, her face a mask of anger and fear. She's scared, Tara whispers. She is, Chaitali agrees. But sometimes fear is the first step to change. As they walk away into the night, faint crying drifts from the house, leaving a flicker of hope and a sense of foreboding. Chapter 30 Shadows. Heavy stillness hangs over Tara's home, sensing it before anyone else. The air grows colder in corners, shadows stretch unnaturally, and faint whispers drift through the night. It starts subtly, flickering lights, misplaced objects, deep claw marks etched into wood. Tara feels the sinister presence, an ancient monster spirit seeping in, leaving a scent of decay. Her younger brother sleepwalks, mumbling in an ancient tongue. One evening, a glass shatters in her hand without warning, narrowly missing her eyes. Muddy footprints lead from the door to her favorite armchair but stop abruptly. Despite the fear, Tara remains resolute. She knows Kintale is trying to scare her, weaken her spirit, but fear only gives him power. Late at night, Aji awakens to a cold gust and the shadowy figure of Bhima at her bedside, warning her that Kintale is coming and Tara must stop him. Bhima warns that Kintale feeds on fear and will use all to break her. Aji, calm and steady, tells him she knows his purpose and that Tara is strong. Bhima's form flickers with desperation, urging her to warn Tara to stay vigilant. As he vanishes, the house falls silent. The next morning, Aji, though shaken, remains composed. Over breakfast, she reveals she encountered Bhima, who warned of Kintale's growing power and his intent to break Tara and the family. She stresses that fear is their enemy and they must stand united, protect their home, and stay alert. Tonight, they will perform a small ritual to fortify their spirits. Tara, sensing the danger, sits cross-legged in her room, feeling Kintale's anger and a flicker of hope. She must act quickly to protect her family and stop Kintale before time runs out. Chapter 31, Classroom. The classroom buzzes with youthful energy, chatter, and the scratching of pencils. Tara sits next to Kabir, sharing secret smiles and mischievous whispers, their laughter brightening even the dullest math lesson. The room, decorated with cheerful posters and the scent of chalk, feels like their creative universe. Suddenly, everything changes. Sudha, the soft spoken girl with oversized glasses, bursts into incoherent mumblings, her voice rising into a frantic, airy sound. What on earth? Kabir exclaims, eyes wide. Does anyone understand her? Tara whispers nervously. She's channeling a very confused squirrel. Raj tries to lighten the mood. Someone call the Ghostbusters, but the tension thickens. Sudha's frightened eyes dart around as her voice wavers. This isn't a joke, Kabir mutters. Aisha theatrically exclaims, fetch the Ghostbusters or a thesaurus for Sudha. Tara feels the weight of the moment, sensing something darker beneath the chaos, possession, whispers of the otherworldly. Her heart aches for Sudha. Oh, Sudha, I'm so sorry, she whispers softly. The teacher, stunned, tries to regain control. Children, stay calm, she urges, voice trembling. The classroom transforms into a stage for mystery. Sudha's mumblings grow louder, echoing eerily. Tara senses a supernatural breeze, sending shivers down her spine. Someone fetch the school doctor. Swami, the teacher shouts. Fear and fascination swirl in the air as Sudha's frantic words become a haunting melody. Then, Tara's eyes widen with understanding. There's more than fear, there's tragedy. A cold dread settles over her. No, this isn't what it seems, she whispers, panic rising. Kintale is angry with her. Her gaze scans the room, feeling her classmates' fear mirror her own. The urge to run grows stronger. He wants me to stop, she whispers, trembling. Shadows seem to close in as the chaos intensifies. But Tara, determined, shifts her focus inward. She remembers her grandmother's stories about calming restless spirits, gentle voices, strong bonds. I have to reach her, she whispers, stepping toward Sudha's desk with hope. Sudha, she calls softly, voice warm and steady. It's Tara. I'm right here with you. Sudha's eyes flicker with fear and confusion, like a candle struggling against the wind. Tara stays calm and gentle. You're not alone, Sudha, she says softly. We are all here for you. Just breathe with me. Tara takes a slow, deep breath, demonstrating the rhythm. In and out, just like that. She looks into Sudha's wide, frightened eyes, hoping to connect. Feel the breath enter and leave your body. In and out. It's okay. As Tara guides her, the tension begins to ease. The panic starts to fade as Tara's comforting presence surrounds Sudha. Behind them, classmates whisper in disbelief, but Tara ignores them, focusing on Sudha. Think of something comforting, she encourages. Remember that time we built that epic fort in the playground? The one with blankets and snacks? A small smile appears on Tara's face as she recalls the memory, trying to bring warmth to Sudha's mind. Sudha's gaze flickers, her mumbling quiets, and she breathes more easily. Yeah, she whispers, her arms loosening. Yes, just like that. Tara smiles brightly. Now, take another deep breath with me. Let go of what's troubling you. You're safe here. The room holds its breath. Tara remains steady, her voice calm as Sudha's breathing begins to match hers. In and out. You're doing great, Tara whispers. Remember, we are all your friends. We've got your back. Slowly, Sudha's fear subsides, her eyes clearer, recognition returning. Tara. I'm okay, she says softly, her voice no longer trembling. The teacher watches proudly as Tara handles the situation with maturity. As Sudha's mumbling stops, a wave of relief sweeps through the classroom. The atmosphere brightens, laughter bubbling up as the moment of rescue ends successfully. Tara feels a warm glow inside her, happy that her friend is calm again. She smiles at Sudha, whose face now shows peace. The classroom's joyful rhythm returns, a reminder of the power of friendship. Feeling better? Tara asks gently. Sudha nods shyly, a small smile on her face, wrapped in the warmth of normalcy. Just then, the doctor and nurse enter the classroom.